Decided to pick the camera up tonight because I was thinking about a conversation that me and my friend had earlier today or a couple of days ago. And we were just talking about like Christ and business and the future. And then we got on the topic of suffering because I had found this note in my room as I was cleaning it out because, as you guys know, like I've been in the process of moving into my new place with my wife. And I saw this note, and it was a note that I wrote, basically just journaling my thoughts about a year ago from today. And I just in the note, like, you can just tell that my state of mind was just terrible. Like, I was losing hope in my future. I was losing faith in myself, and I was frustrated. I was sad. Had no money. I had nothing. Like, this is the time to where I was basically homeless and just trying to just survive day to day and figure out how I was going to get out of the situation. And in that specific moment, I felt like I was going to be stuck in that hardship forever. I felt like I was going to be stuck in that spot forever. And, obviously, when you are suffering, it sucks in the moment. It's horrible. You don't want to continue to endure the suffering that you've been enduring because, like, it's suffering. Like, no one wants to be in a position that they don't want to be in when they don't see that it's going to bring some sort of result. Like when you go to the gym, you suffer temporarily, or when you run, you suffer temporarily, but you get some sort of result out of it, and you know it. So you endure it because okay, if I endure this for this amount of time, or if I do this amount of sets, reps, whatever it may be, then down the line I'm going to get this thing. But sometimes in life you just suffer and you don't know why. Like, you can get everything taken away from you. You can get injured really badly. You can get broken up with, whatever it may be. And it's really easy to find yourself being in a spot to where you're like, I don't know why I'm suffering, and I hate this. And that's the point that I was at. But I didn't pick up the camera to just talk about how bad I felt. I picked it up because I just keep thinking about how the more that you suffer, or the depths of your suffering or your hardships truly determine your heights in life, or how much you can achieve. Because if you think about it, man, or if I think about it in my life, because I can really only speak for me, like me being suicidal for years of my life, me, growing up not the best like family dynamic, or me, being addicted to smoking, or me coping with drugs, or me taking psychedelics when I was losing it, or me getting kicked out of school, or me being bullied every single day, or me being depressed and being diagnosed with like derealization, depressive depersonalization disorder, and taking these antipsychotics and going to therapy and dealing with all these things that are like objectively hard or bad, right? Like, me going through all of those things, every single part of my life where I suffered, God has used it for good. Every single point in my life, to where I hated it, I suffered, I was depressed, I was down, I'm able to look back and truly be grateful for those moments because they've allowed me to be where I'm at now. And I don't say this to like brag or anything, because I still have a long ways to go. We all do. But when I was at that point, when I was 15, 16, 14, shoot, even 18, like when I was really just dealing with like the terrible thoughts and not wanting to be on this earth anymore, and feeling like I was worthless, and then going to drugs to fill this void, and realizing that the void was never filled, so trying to fill it with all these other things. Me going through that has allowed me to look at people who are currently doing those things now and truly understand them in a way to where most people probably wouldn't be able to, because they never lived that. Or me being bullied and picked on and hating myself because I was like ridiculously skinny and had no idea how to change it, and had no confidence for years and years. Now that I've lived that, I've been able to connect and help people who was in that exact same position that I was in get out of it, right? And it's like, if you're able to gauge, or if you're able to change the lens that you view your suffering, you can almost become grateful for it or rejoice in your suffering, because like the pain that you feel today is nothing compared to the joy that's gonna come tomorrow, you know? And it's so true, because it's like every single point in my life to where things were terrible, like when I was freaking homeless, depressed, addicted to drugs, all these things, bro, like when my life felt like it was over, and when things just felt like it just hit the fan and it was never going to be better, you know, at the end of it all, I'm able to look back and truly rejoice in it, because I've learned, I've gotten endurance, I've gotten knowledge, I've gotten wisdom, and not only for just for the sake of myself, but for the sake of the people around me. Like, I'm able to be a coach now. I'm able to help people, to guide people, and truly make an impact on people's lives, not because I had an easy life, but because I suffered. And I'm grateful for that. And that's all I wanted to say. It's a little bit of a brain dump, but enjoy your suffering, man. Rejoice in your suffering, because joy is coming. Right? You going through whatever it is that you're going through right now, it may not be for a certain purpose right now, but it will 100% serve you in the future, right? And you may not know it now, but you will know it later. So, love you guys. Jesus loves you too. And I'll talk to you guys in another video.